In today's video, traders, we're going to be talking about my trading performance in the last 1 month here on this new trading account that I just put together. I'm going to talk a little bit about the realistic expectations of trading success and how I like to build accounts over time. Slow and steady, in my opinion, wins the race when it comes to trading. And we're going to talk all about this trading. We're going to pull up my MyFXBook account and we're going to show the kind of track record that I've got so far on this account that I am using to trade. Again, low risk, trying to build this capital over time, to scale it and to compound the gains over this course of many years, right? That's kind of the goal with my trading, is not to do it all overnight, but rather to build consistency through time. And in today's video, I'm going to show you all the different trades that we've gone through, kind of reviewing the track record so far, as well as the potential performance coming in the future and how I plan to manage this account going forward. Let's go ahead and get into the video right now. So welcome back, traders, to my channel. My name is Nick. And again, as I mentioned, I'm going to be talking all about my trading performance for the last 1 month or so. I just linked a new account to a MyFXBook account, and I'm going to be pulling that up and I'm going to be talking a little bit about the numbers that I did this month. Now, before we go any further with that, I don't want you to get the wrong picture. I'm not going to show you a 500% gain in 1 month. I'm going to show you a really realistic number that I find is comfortable for me. But before I show you any sort of numbers or go into too much detail, don't let my performance be what dictates your thought process and your performance. If you think that you can make more percentage than me, then by all means go for it. But again, reflecting off of my idea that I just mentioned, I'm looking for slow and steady growth and looking to keep my drawdown very, very small and to maximize the potential reward on the account. What that means is I give up a little bit of the big gains concept to kind of diminish some of that drawdown, right? So don't be underwhelmed if you think it's not very impressive. Again, to me, it's really important that I just show some real results and actually kind of show my verified MyFXBook account to show you guys what it really means to me to be consistent. A lot of times people get the idea that consistency is huge money all the time coming into your account and that you're getting rich. Now, I do want to also preface this kind of concept with saying that I have multiple trading accounts, and this account is kind of the one that I'm showing to the public, but I have private ones that have more money in them, and I don't really want to disclose all that information on the internet. Hopefully you can understand that. But again, let's pull up the MyFXBook account and let's talk a little bit about the trading performance we've seen on the account for the last 1 month. So here it is. I've got my MyFXBook pulled up here, and you can see this is a real US dollar account. My leverage is 1 to 50. And a lot of times people will say, oh, you need way more leverage than that. Well, again, going back to this concept, I'm looking for low drawdown and high win percentage, as well as high kind of compounding the growth over time. So what you can see here right off the bat is, again, we have a concept here of it's a real US dollar account. You can see both of the check marks are tracked off. And I know it's probably not much of a doubt because the percentage gain here is not extremely impressive, right? People are not going to look at this and be like, oh my gosh, Nick made 3.25% or whatever it is, right? What is more important to me is just showing consistency and stacking small gains. Now, right off the bat, looking here at the performance, you can see I'm very happy with the way that this chart is looking. You can see that for the most part, the chart is chugging to the upside, slow and steady. It's not doubling or tripling any really fast amount. And then again, this is about the course of 1 month. So in 1 month of trading performance, you can see we've made about 3.26 percentage points there, which to me is very, very good. Because if we pull up a calculator really quick, just assuming, and this is a big assumption, let's just assume that if we go down to the monthly really quick, let's clear that for a second and we will scroll down here. You can see if I just go to the monthly for a second, we're coming in at about 2.64% per month. Now, kind of ignore September because I actually took my first trade on this account. If I go back to the first trades here on the track record, you can see my first trade was September 25th. So really it's been less than 1 month. So September was not really a big month. But anyways, what you can see here is that we did 0.56% in September and 2.64 so far in the month of October. We still have about 13 days here until the end, or 14 more days until the end of October. But again, back to this concept here, we've got kind of a nice equity curve to the upside. And to me, this is really what's important, as I really want to see a slow and steady, realistic growth on the account. There's the old saying that the kind of the turtle and the rabbit racing, right? And the slow and steady turtle actually ends up winning, and it's because the rabbit tires out or explodes. In this case, in trading, that would mean big drawdowns and blowing accounts. With these sorts of numbers, my goal is to never put the account in jeopardy and to never blow accounts. I don't ever want to blow accounts. I just want to build slow and steady and slowly build my capital in multiple ways. One of the ways is to deposit to accounts. Now, I haven't deposited anything except my initial deposit. You can see the initial deposit here. Actually, let's zoom in. Let's see if I can just zoom in a little bit here on the chart. Might give us a little bit cleaner of a picture if I can do that. But what you can see is that, again, we have about a, what is that? $9,468 deposit right here. Okay. And again, this is tracked on MyFXBook. So it's real money. This is not fake money. This is some money that I have involved in the markets. And you can see again that we've deposited $94.68. That's how much money we put into the account. Currently, we've made a profit of about $308 in the course of 1 month. Now, I know that, again, going back to that concept of social media, people are going to look at that and say, well, that's not very good. But again, remember, if somebody can't show you a verified MyFXBook track record, I wouldn't really necessarily believe them anyways. So this is my real results that I'm looking to build over time. So you can see the account right now, the balance, we have 0 trades open. We're at 97.76 over 1 month. And this is actively managing the account and trying to watch that drawdown to keep it very, very small. And that is really what I want to get to next is let's scroll up here and we'll look at this. This is the number that I'm really paying attention to. Forget the gains for a second and let's look at this. The drawdown on the account was only 1.24% during the course of this month. To me, that is something to be proud of. I'm very happy with that number. And again, if you are able to manage more risk or you're willing to take on more risk than 1.24% drawdown, then by all means, that's good for you. But for me, I'm very proud to keep my drawdown small and my gains overall nice. So you can see to that 1.24% drawdown, we had a 3.21% monthly gain, which is really, really good to me because if you do that every single month and you compound your gains, that's going to be really, really good over the long term. And that money is going to continue to exponentially scale and go up over time. Again, I know that this is not super impressive and that most people want to see you doing, 10%, 20%, 30% per month. But I've been in the market for a long time, and what I found is anywhere from 1 to 5% per month is very impressive. Because remember, guys, the average monthly gain for Forex traders is negative, right? In fact, the average yearly gain is negative for most retail traders. So if you can make any amount of money and slowly compound your gains over time, that's where the magic starts happening, is you start to compound those gains and build accounts into bigger and bigger figures so that you can slowly increase your position size and make more money. That's really the name of the game, guys. That's the biggest secret when it comes to trading, is compounding small gains and building consistency. So let's talk a little bit more about the stats. Let's get into some of these numbers here. You can see down here we had a 62% win rate. So 10 out of the 16 trades that I took on these swing trades became profitable, which to me is really good. So 62% means that we're winning more than half of our trades. And also with that number, so we have that 62% win rate here. Well, the total number of pips in this was 393 pips. So to me, that's pretty good. Now, on average, the average win was 64 pips. And the average loss was about 41, 42 pips. Okay, still pretty good. So our average winner is actually bigger than our average loser. And we have a big win percentage. So that's really, really good. So a 62% win rate with a positive or bigger reward to the risk. To me, that is awesome. That's really, really something to look forward to. And I know I'm patting myself on the back. I'm just, happy about these trading results. And I know that other people will think that, they're not great, but to me, I'm proud of it. And you should do what you're proud of. And don't look to what other people say or what other people shout at you at the internet. Just listen to yourself and listen to your studies. This is the result of me trading for about 4 or 5 years. And I'm looking to build consistency with 1 to 4% gains per month. That's to me very sustainable and something that over time will lead to compounding and growing accounts in a seriously effective manner. So with that said, when things get bad, right, that's not, everybody wants to talk about when things are good. But there are times in the currency market where things get bad. And that's where keeping that drawdown is very, very important to me, is because when things do come bad, and they will come bad, I'm going to be ready for it. I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to have small positions on the account, and I'm going to slowly grow that account even through the goods and the bad, right? That's kind of my goal there. So again, our average win was 64 pips and our average loss was 42 pips, let's say. And so that actually equates to about a $40 win and about a $16 loss on average. So very, very happy with those numbers. You can see the overall lots. I haven't really traded a huge amount of trades on this. So even though this account it's like a $9,700 account at this point, or $9,800 almost at this point, we've only done 0.87 lots. That's how little leverage I really need to do this consistently, is I don't need a ton of leverage. And to me, that's powerful, is because a lot of leverage leads to a lot of blown accounts. So little leverage means a lot less blown accounts. So again, 60% of our longs were winners and 63% of our shorts were winners. So that's kind of interesting, is our wins were actually more effective on the short side so far. We'll see. We've also seen way more short side action. We've taken 11 shorts and only 5 longs so far in this trade. The best trade that we had was a $122 win, and I believe that was on pound dollar. We'll check that in a second. And the worst trade is we took a $39 loss. Not bad at all. So very happy with that performance so far this month. And you can see, we can also see that the profit factor here, 4.19, that is really, really good. I'm really happy with that number for now. And I expect that to drop actually a little bit. I expect it to not do this well in the future. That's the reality, is I'm looking again for 1 to 4% per month on this low risk account. Now remember, I'm not saying that you can't go for more. I'm saying that for me on this account, I'm looking to be very low risk. On other accounts, I'm more aggressive, but in this account, I'm looking to be very conservative and to build that account over time. I could just show you guys accounts that have made more money on higher win rates and higher percentage gains just to show off. But my idea here is to show you guys what it really means, in my opinion, to be consistent. What it really means is taking a good number of capital, or a good amount of capital, and slowly growing that capital into bigger and bigger capital from there. So again, let's move on from this concept. You can see that the best trade in terms of pips, we made 153 pips on one trade, and the worst trade was an 89 pip loss. So not so bad at all there. And you can see, let's go into some of these account trades really quick. You can see recently, lots of green there, not so bad at all. You can see we took a nice winner recently on Aussie Swiss. These are the original trades. So US dollar yen, we took a $22 profit. We took $1.80. I think this was just a break even trade. And if we go a little bit further up, you can see that on Euro GBP, we took a nice trade. We took a nice $10 profit on Euro New Zealand. And I know $10 on a $9,700 account, that seems ridiculous. But again, remember guys, the concept is to scale the gains over time so that they become more and more meaningful, which means taking small profits along the way. So we took $18 here, we took $10 here, we lost a little bit here, and we lost a little bit here. And then we took more profits here, $17.82. We took about $32 out of the market there. Not bad. So really the idea here is that we're taking profits out of the market and slowly adding and building the account over time. So if we go back here, number one, or the first page, you can see we took some really nice trades here recently. We took a $26 loss here on pound USD. You can see right here, we took a loser right there. That was just today, actually. We closed out that trade. We also took a profitable trade on the sell side on pound dollar on $67 there. So not bad at all. We took a $20 loss on Euro New Zealand, and we took a $86 win on Euro New Zealand as well. So not bad at all. Pretty happy with those numbers. You can see we took an Aussie dollar trade right there for a nice $20.80 there. Pretty happy with that. And again, this is the idea, guys, is we're just stacking winners over time. And you can see all the different interest payments we're also collecting. I also have a component of my strategy that is a positive kind of swap payment collection. So I'm collecting positive swaps all along the way, which does attribute to the growth that you see on this account, which again, right now, the account is up 3.21%. We also have some interest that we've collected, not a lot, but remember, swap payments can get costly, and trading in the direction of positive swaps is something that I like to do personally because it doesn't deduct so much from the trading account over time. So that's kind of a big wrap up on the trading performance so far of this account. Again, I expect that I'll be able to continue to grow this account at a reasonable pace over time and to build consistency in this account. Not looking to do it all fast, but to me, what's important is showing real results. Not a lot of people are going to show you real results on MyFXBook. In fact, very few people will do that. And very few people who do show it want to show low gains like this. They are not very proud of that, but I'm an extremely proud trader of 3.21% in a month. You might sound ridiculous, but to me, that's really consistent. That's really realistic. And building that over time can make the difference of, making nothing in the markets and losing money, trying to blow accounts going quick, or building that over time and scaling it into a much bigger account. If you had 3.21%, we'll do a little bit of a calculation here. Remember that I'm trading this account. I have other accounts, right? So this is not my only trading account, but I don't want to put all my finances public on the internet. Again, hopefully you can understand that. But if I have my bigger accounts, right? Let's just say that if you had your hands on $1 million, right? I know that's a big what if, but just bear with me here. If we had $1 million in the account and we were making 0.003, that's, whoops, I messed that up. 1 million times 0.03, that's going to be, I'm just terrible with my calculator. 1 million times 0.03 is going to give us $30,000 of profit off of a 3% month. Now, a lot of people will make the argument that, well, when I have that much money, then I'll trade like that. But to me, what is absolutely crucial is trading like you have a lot of money before you have a lot of money. I'll say that again. I like to trade as if I had $1 million in my account so that I manage risk and trade as a professional would. A professional is not going to go trying to double and triple accounts. A professional is going to slowly scale money and scale money into more money rather than trying to make new money out of nothing, right? That to me was the difference of becoming a consistent trader, right? A consistent trader to me means making realistic gains, stacking them and growing them. I know I've said that a bunch on this video, but that's kind of the point. I want to kind of drill that in and share with you guys my honest reality about trading Forex, which is slow, steady gains and building that, and beating the S&P 500 is really my goal, right? If I can beat the S&P 500 and scale up more than that over time, that to me is extremely, extremely valuable. Again, remember guys, I like to trade as if I was trading with a huge account on all of my accounts, right? On all of my different accounts, I trade as if I were trading with $1 million plus accounts so that I actually treat it with respect, that I deal with drawdown effectively, and that I treat it as if I was, risking $1 million or more. If you do have trading results, you could share them down below in the comments. But again, very few people actually will do this. And I just wanted to put it out here. I'm telling you guys the truth. My goal on this channel is to be completely honest with you about trading and my journey and my experiences and my kind of analysis and research. So if this was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up down below. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.